Hello good people of YouTube, Mountbatten here. Today I'm bringing you my final impressions video for the Tier 8 American Premium Battleship, Massachusetts. Boy, I need some water real quick. That sounds much better. Or does it? I don't know. So this should actually be coming out the first day of me going on my vacation. So if I don't get to reply to you guys' comments, that's simply because I'm not going to have cell service where I am at, or it'll be spotty. I'll try to respond to as many comments as I can. But anyway, Massachusetts, so after playing it quite a lot, I'm really loving this ship. It's like a Tirpitz and an Alabama had a baby, and that really is the best way to describe Massachusetts. And this is a really fantastic game I had in Massachusetts this morning. Oh, also, if you hear some background noise and such, I apologize. I am having to record this during the day rather than at night, like I do most of my other videos, so there's maybe some people talking in the background stuff. I apologize, but I can't really do anything about it. But anyway, this is a Tier 9 game, not a Tier 10 game, so while this isn't, the frustration of being up tier 10 game, it is still a Tier 9 game. But Massachusetts is one of the Tier 8s that I don't really care if I get up tiered in it. It's just such a great ship. I don't care. It performs well at Tier 9. It performs well at Tier 10. I mean, less so at Tier 10, but it still does well. It's not like being in a Roma or a Richelieu or a North Carolina and being up tier to Tier 10. You just see they're like, ugh. Anyway, Massachusetts, the build I'm using on the ship is the same build I've used in the last two Massachusetts review videos, so nothing's changed so far. I am just working toward getting Adrenaline Rush, because this ship is definitely a really good brawling battleship, and Adrenaline Rush is, of course, well, I would recommend Adrenaline Rush on any battleship, really, because if you're tanking and stuff, as you lose health, your reload gets faster, so it's like a trade-off. You're losing health, but your reloads are going to get faster, your primary batteries are going to reload faster, your secondaries are going to reload faster, you're going to be doing more DPS. But anyway, we are pushing into the A cap right now. The C cap on this map is always a death sentence. I don't know why everyone always goes there, and, oh, hi Baltimore, selling broadside onto a battleship. Oh, look, all your health's gone. Like, look at that. It's all gone, and then that cruiser finishes him off. But yeah, everyone always goes to the C cap on this map for some reason. Thankfully, only a couple members of my team went to it, and we decided to go A, B instead, and that really pays off pretty well. And again, here are Massachusetts secondaries. With the secondary build, you can get these secondaries up to 10 kilometers. And throw the secondary flag on there, you can get them out even further. And it's it's just so much fun. It's like having an Atlantis strapped to the side of your ship. It's so much fun. I'm really glad you decided to make a brawlery American battleship. I say brawlery because it's not really a true brawler because its armor is so thin, but it's still pretty dang good at it. The main battery range is only 18.3 kilometers, but you really don't need to be shooting out that far with the dispersion of the guns anyway. You're not going to hit anything at that range. I would say past 15 kilometers I really wouldn't even try unless they're just giving you an amazing broadside. But yeah, you don't miss it. I know Alabama's a 20 kilometer range, but Alabama's guns are way more accurate than Massachusetts is. Whatever the plural, the possessive version of Massachusetts is. As you can see, the dispersion is worse than Alabama, but it's not like bad by any means. And I've played at least 50 or 60 games in this ship, and it's consistently meh. Is how I would describe the dispersion. Consistently meh. Every now and then you'll get a bit of a looser group than you normally do, but you don't get any like Roma levels of dispersion where they just fly off in completely different directions, and that's really relieving. It's consistent, and I like that. Oh, torpedo protection is also, it's not 55% like Alabama is, but it is in the, I believe it's 45%. It's about 10% less than Alabama, somewhere around there. The AA on it is also really good. I did the math. It has 5 less 20mm Orlikins than the Alabama. 5 less. That's it. You can have 100 AA rating if you throw the AA mod on the ship rather than the secondary mod, but I don't know why you do that because the secondaries on the ship are so dang good. If you've watched the Never Give Up video that I put up Monday, there's a clip in there of me and I was rolling with, I believe it was the Baltimore. I was rolling with me and the Baltimore, and the planes just got absolutely shredded. They got sent after us. So this ship has really good AA, really good secondaries, really good torpedo protection. The concealment isn't the best in the world, but you don't really miss it. So the drawbacks to the ship, or like I mentioned, the dispersion is meh, but not terrible meh. The armor is 32 millimeters all the way around, and it does have, it is easy to citadel. If you show your side, you're probably going to get citadeled by a battleship. And while it does have 16-inch guns, the barrels are only a 45 caliber, so they don't really have, they're not Iowa guns. They don't have really good velocity, but they still pack a punch because they are still 16-inch guns, and those hurt. Yeah, they hurt regardless. The maneuverability of it's pretty good. You won't be, dancing around like some of the French battleships, but it's pretty good for a tier 8. And what else? Oh yeah, the economy gain in it is really, really good. I have like 30 million credits now. I've mostly been playing Massachusetts. I've been grinding up the Yamato a bit because I'm trying to get the legendary unlocks for it. And yeah, but most of my economy income's been from Massachusetts. It's a really great tier 8 premium. So the Massachusetts definitely gets my seal of approval. It's very, very much worth the money. I've been having a blast in it. I even bought like the what's it called, the loaded edition of it for like $80. So if you just buy the standard version of it, it's only about $55 US, and it's totally worth it. If you want a ship to train American captains, this is it. If you want a ship to grind out some money, but you don't want to buy a tier 9, this is it. You want a ship to grind out some XP, but you don't want to buy one of the tier 9 free XP ships, this is definitely it. And yeah, it's weird. This ship it's got really thin armor, but it's really freaking tanky. Bow Orn, you're pretty much going to bounce everything except Yamato shells. And if you angle, I've bounced Yamato shells in this thing, but I mean, if you angle, you'll be alright. There goes that Atlanta. So this match right here, so the group that I went with A, we're now pushing into B. There's the Kronstadt. There's the Nelson's HE. British HE has that incredibly high pin rate. And what's coming up here is a pretty hilarious, epic moment. So I'm pushing this Kronstadt, alright, and then I think he's just gonna hide behind the island and just keep hitting my superstructure with AP. So I'm just pushing him, and I'm like, alright, I'll just push him, get around to the sides, and delete him. But no, this is a brave Kronstadt, and he decides to come out to play. And Kronstadt has 72,000 health. That's more health than I currently have. That's actually more health than Massachusetts has. So if he hits me, I'm going down, and all I have with me is a Yugimo. He launches his torpedoes. And watch this. Yugimo goes down, his torpedoes are still coming in. I'm trying to stop and back up because the Kronstadt's charging me. And look, I take a Yugimo torpedo, but the Yugimo finishes off the Kronstadt. And I'm like, thank God. Because I was not ready to die then. And the Yugimo, he tries to apologize in chat, but I'm like, dude, that's fine. I'm alive. You saved my life. I'd rather lose a couple thousand health than get taken out by a Kronstadt ram. This is just such a good game. I was so happy. I just been getting lost as all weekend and all Monday too. I don't know. It's summer, so more potatoes are on during the week than normal. But anyway, yeah, these last couple of minutes, you're just gonna see that dispersion right there. That was a pretty good dispersion. You're gonna see, long range Massachusetts, and in short, it doesn't really work. Because look, this Richelieu's out at pretty much my max range, and if they weren't if he wasn't one of the last 3 ships alive, I wouldn't even take this shot. But I'm just trying to take him out of the battle, get the match over with. No prize to anyone who guesses what happens with these shots. Completely miss. Yeah, this is definitely not a long-range sniping ship. I mean, in tier 10 battles, you just kind of have to do what you can do, because tier 10 battles, the first 5, 6, 7 minutes, it's all just a big snipe fest, unless you get something crazy and the enemy team just absolutely rushes your team. But I mean, you just chill in the back with it, just snipe as best you can, wait for the ships to be whittled down, then you go ahead and push in, and then you have a grand old time with the secondaries. We're pushing in here, about to take up. There's that Bskwaya. That's how we say it. It's the Polish destroyer. Pushing into the sea cap here, finally. And the other 3 ships are pretty much all on the run. But yeah, like I said, the ship. Oh, my beard's touching the microphone. I apologize for those noises, if they picked it up. Yeah. Okay. So Massachusetts, totally worth it. If you want a brawling battleship but you don't want to German the Tirpitz, totally it. So, like I said, the ship's totally worth your money and comes with my seal of recommendation. So that is my final impressions of the Massachusetts. I love this ship. I'm going to be playing a whole lot more of it. So I'll go ahead and fast forward it through here. It's just, I don't get any more kills or anything. And yeah, these are the results. Did pretty freaking good. I mean, I had a couple of boosters for the XP. I mean, you're not going to be getting 12,000 XP every time you go over 100,000 damage. But it is a premium ship, so it does have that premium economy on it. So, like I said, if you want a ship to bring in some credits or some XP, this is totally the ship. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. We are on a push to 300 subscribers now. And yeah, we're already going pretty well there as of recording this. I'm recording this like 4 days in, not 4 days in, that's like 3 days in advance. I'm at 211 subscribers and growing. So again, thank you all so very much for watching. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.